Hello everyone, in today's tutorial we are going to look at how to design funeral book or funeral brochure in Adobe Photoshop. So without wasting much time, let's get into our work. Select new, and then our paper size is going to be A3 and our resolution is going to be 300. Your color mode is going to be CMYK color, and then hit on OK. Well, now our paper is in portrait form, but we want it to make it to a landscape form. So let's go to image, and then let's go to image rotation, and let's put this on 90 degrees clockwise. All right, so that we get something like this. The next is let's increase our page size. So control plus to increase the page size, control minus to decrease the page size, like this. So let's bring it up to something like this so that we can see properly. Now the next thing we are going to do is we are going to set a guide for our project. You know, as every book, a brochure is having a spine at the center. Okay, so we are going to set our guide to protect us. So let's go to view and then pick new guide. All right, so at the vertical guide, just type there 50% and hit on OK. Now that is it over there. So it means this is the center of the two. This is one page, this is the second page. All right, now let's go back to view again, and then let's pick new guide, and then go to horizontal, and let's put this one to on 50% and hit on OK. So you get something like this. All right, so the next thing we are going to do at this point is go to file, place, and let's bring in this source file. All right, so let me position this at this place. Then let's hold down shift and alt and drag this like this. I want it to fill just the first page. Okay, this is the front page and this is the back page for the brochure. Okay, so it means that this will be your front page and this will be your back page for the brochure. All right, I'm sure you are getting what is happening there. Now let's position this well. Let me zoom out so that we'll see it properly. Okay, so we will see that it's not close to that, so let's bring it. Okay, so you get something like this. Now let's bring it in again to something like that. All right, so that it will fit there properly for us. Okay, now what we are going to do next at these places, you pick your shape to go to your shape and pick rectangle tool. Now let's zoom out so that we see this properly. So draw a shape like this. Okay, and then let's move this up a little bit to the top. Okay, so that we get something like this. All right, so that is it there. Now the next thing is go to your shape and right click on it and go to blending options. All right, now go to gradient overlay and now open this and then open this end over here. Let's pick a color from here so that we'll make adjustment to that. Okay, so that is it there, and then open it again and let's come again and let's see if we can make a few adjustments over here. All right, so I think this is okay, but let's adjust it. All right, so that is good over there. Now hit on OK again. Now let's reverse this to something like this. All right, so that we get something like this. The next thing is let's give a little shadow to what we've just done, where our shadow is going to be 150, and then the distance will be 5, the spread should be 3, and then your size should also be 5. All right, I think that is cool. Then hit on OK. Well, that is it. Now the next thing is pick your shape tool again, and then come inside here and draw another shape inside this so that you get something like this. Now hold down the two shape like this, and then let's center them like that. All right, I think that is cool over there. I think that look perfect over there. All right, so the next thing we are going to do is that come back to your shape like this, but select this shape so that we can still work around this. So come to the fill over here and take off the fill, and then the stroke, we are going to change the stroke color to a preferred color. So let's choose this color to something like that. Now let's change the type of stroke to this, and then I think that is looking a bit okay over there. looking a bit okay. Okay, I think it's cool. It's cool. All right, now let's zoom in and see what is happening now. All right, so I think that is cool over there. Now the next thing we are going to do at this point is we are going to work around this part, the back page of the book, for the book. All right, so let me go back to my shape and let me pick at my shape tool so that I can equally make a shape over here like this. Now let's go to the fill and then open this box over here and now pick this color from here. I'll take that color. Okay, let's pick a color that is close. I think this look good over there. All right, so that is it. That is it there for us. Perfect. So the next thing we are going to do is that we are going to duplicate this. So select the shape rectangle 3 and right click on it and then go to duplicate layer like this and hit on OK. Now move the duplicated one from here down, move it down to your move it to the alignment of the guide. All right, now hit at this bottom part of it, change the color. We are going to change the color to something like this and now hit on OK. All right, so that is it there. Perfectly looking there for us. Now the next thing we are going to do is we are going to pick our rectangle tool again. Now come to the down part of this, so that's what we draw will be beneath these two shape. Okay, so draw your shape like this. Okay, like that. All right, now let's change the color for that. Let's go to our shape and let's pick a color like this to somewhere. So let's bring it again. Now hit on OK so that we'll get something like a color like that. But I think this color it's so let's bring it to somewhere like this. All right, so I think that looks good over there. Now let's take off the stroke. All right, so that will get something like this. Now let me take the guide off and see what is happening. Control H. Okay, I think that is cool over there. Now let me bring the guide back. Control H to bring it back again. Now the next thing I'm going to do at this point now is I'll go to my shape tool again, pick my ellipse tool, and then I will make an ellipse like this. All right, now from there open it up a little bit like this. Then let's make it to be a bit over like this. I think something like this is okay by me, but you can adjust it to your preference. All right, so since this is done, go to FX, go to gradient overlay. All right, so open your character, pin the color box like this, and then let's pick this. I think this color, so let's open it and let's work around the color now. So get something like this, open it again, and let's pick this color so that we get something like that. Hit on OK. Then from there come to your drop shadow and change the shadow to 120, and then your size move it to 8, and then your spread put it on 5, and then your size put it on 8. Now we can hit on OK. Well, that is it. The next thing is duplicate this. Ctrl J to duplicate that. Now bring it to the top like this. Okay, now the next thing we are going to do is double click on the shadow like this. All right, so what we are going to do at this point is we are going to change this to from plus, we change that from plus to minus 120. All right, and then we just want to reverse the shadow to the top part. Okay, so you hit on OK. Okay, so that is it over there. Now the next thing we are going to do is we are going to duplicate the shape again. So Ctrl J, or you can simply right click on it and select duplicate layer. So let's bring this down like this. Okay, and then from there right click on the shape, the ellipse, and then come to clear layer style. Well, that is it, perfectly there for us. Now the next thing we are going to do is go to your shape, your file, and let's place our working image. So let's bring in the image of the man in question. All right, so go to edit and now go to transform and then rotate this 90 degrees like this. Now let's go back to edit and let's rotate that to 180. Now close this up like this. Now bring it to this place like this, open it up Now right click on that and select create clipping mask, so that you get something like that over there. The next thing is, let's go back to there and let's add a little curves to that to make it looks a bit succulent. All right. All right, so I think that is cool. It looks cool by me. I don't know how about you, but to me it looks cool. So let me position this well. Okay. All right, I think this is cool over there. Now let me zoom in properly. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'll go to file again and go to place, and then this is the picture. So let's work around the front page of the work. Okay, so let me send this to the top over here. All right, so that this will be here for me. Now we are going to remove the background for this, so right click on that and rasterize the layer. All right, that is it. Now the next thing is we are going to start adding our text to the work. So let's go back to our text. Then the type of font you are using is Gill Sans MT, and this is going to be on bold. Now paste this over here like this. Okay, paste it here. Now let me bring it to the down part, and then let me cut this one like this. Then I can then position it somewhere here. Okay, so let me open it up a bit to something like this. Then open this, and now let's be cool. Open this up a little bit. All right, I think that is cool. Go to your blending options. Okay, and let's go to drop shadow, and let me decrease the shadow now. The spread to 5, the size also to 8. Okay, so that is looking good over there. Now let's work around the color part. So since you are working around some color, let's choose a color close to that. In this color, let's bring it down. Okay, so that looks somehow okay, but not perfect. Okay, then let me change the font to a different one and let's see what will happen. Okay, then this one looks good. Then let me work around the color. So let me pick white and see. I think that is good over there. All right, so the next thing is, let me go back to my files and let me go to place, and then let me bring in this. Okay, so let me close this up a little bit like this, and then bring it to this end like this. Now go to FX and go to stroke. Let's add a stroke to this. Let's pick this very color and hit on OK. Hit on OK. Now duplicate this and go to edit. Let's go to transform so that we can flip this horizontal, so you get something like this. Alright, so that is cool over there for us. Then next is pick your type tool and then go back to your text and copy this, and now let's paste that over here like this. Let's send this up. Alright, then I can change the color for this, so let me change the color to something like this and hit on OK. From there, let me move this down to somewhere here, and then I can change the font from, now let me change the font to Crinkles Personal Use. Alright, so we'll get something like in this form. Select all of this, select all of that, and let's say off. Delete. Okay, open this up a little bit, and now you can position this over here. Let's bring it in so that we see what we are doing. Okay, now let me zoom in so that we will see again. Okay, now let's pick our type tool again, and let's change the font back to our sans. Now let's use a boutique demi. Okay, and let's change it to regular. Okay, I think that is cool. Then let's go back to this and pick our name. Alright, so let's quickly change the color to white. And let's open this up. Open this. Okay, so that you get something perfect. So let's put it here. I'll pick your type tool again, and let's go back and copy this. Let's copy this. Now paste that over here as well. Okay. Alright, so let's duplicate this. Ctrl J to duplicate that, and let's bring the duplicated one down. Then pick your type tool. Let's copy this and paste that over here. Let me open up this a little bit like this. All right. Okay, now let's work a little bit around this. So let's go to our blending options, and then let's pick bevel and emboss, okay, for the name. Now drop a little shadow for that as well, so that will be visible over there. Now hit on OK. All right, so that is it over here for us. All right, so now the next thing is we are going to write the next or the rest of the names. So we are going to change the font back to, let's go down, sorry, let's come to the top, and let's pick area mover like that, and let's reduce this to 100%, the height to 20. Okay, now let's go back and pick this and paste that over here. Now change it to bold and bring it to the center part like this. Now go to your shape and let's pick rounded rectangle and then make a shape like this, and now change the color for your shape to this dark. Hit on OK. Bring alias on top like that. Now reduce the height for alias again, and then let's reduce the size to a little bit. All right, now let's select the two, alias and the shape, and center that over here like that. Okay, so the next thing, Ctrl J, and let's duplicate alias and bring it to this end, so you get something like this. Pick your type tool now, and let's select this and copy this again, paste that over here, and change the font type to bold italic, so you get something like this. Now let's select alias, falsetto, rounded rectangle, and let's duplicate that. While dragging, hold down shift before you drag. All right, so you drag it to this end like this. Pick your type tool again and come to your text and copy this, and then paste that over here like this. Now highlight this one too and go back and copy this, paste that over here. Now let me bring this down so that we see what we are doing. I think that is cool over there. It looks perfect. All right, so the next thing, let's go back to our file, go to place, and let's bring in our label. Okay, so now let me reduce the size for this and then pull it to this end. Okay, now let's come to this place and duplicate this name and bring it to the top, or let's bring it on top of the label. Now pick your type tool and highlight that and type the aged like this. Okay, now reduce the size for this and bring it to this end like this. Reduce the size again. Okay, I think this is okay over here. All right, now Ctrl J and duplicate this and bring it down. Pick your type tool and type the 56. Okay, now let's increase the size. Okay, so I think that is good over there. That is perfect. All right, so the next thing, we're going to pick your type tool now, and let's come here, and now let's go and copy the date. Okay, that should be from 5th. That should be, copy that. Okay, copy 5th. That should be from 5th to 6th. Okay, now let's go back and change the font to Gota Heavy. Okay, now pick your type to your move tool, open this up like this. And then Ctrl J to duplicate that, and let's go back, and then let's copy this and paste that over here. Now let's bring this in. I think that is good over there. Now go back to FX and let's go to gradient, change the color to this, and now hit on OK. Now let's come here and change this one to something like that and hit on OK, hit on OK, and now let's hit on OK again, so that we'll get something like this. But this one, let's quickly go to FX and let's work around the shadow. Let's change that to 90, and then our spread to 6, and hit on OK. All right. Okay. All right. Now the next thing we are going to do is we are just going to add some few things again. So let's select and copy this and bring it to this place like this. Pick your type tool again, and let's go back to our text and let's copy the location and let's paste that here. Let's reduce the size for this, reduce it once again, and reduce it again. Okay. Okay, then let's select this and this, and let's close the height a little bit. Okay, and let's move this close to this a little bit. Now pick your rounded rectangle and then make a shape like this over here. So guys, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please kindly subscribe to the channel for more video, and also to boost my morale in producing more videos for your consumption. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'll pick my type tool again, and I'll go back to my text, and I will copy this and I will paste this here. Alright, so as I paste that here, let me go back and change the font to free script style script. Alright, to something like that. Open this, open it up, open it up. I think I don't like the free style script. I don't like it. So let me go back and let me see the French script. This one I don't like it. Let me go back and see. I think I like this one. Okay, now I can then change the color to this color and I feel okay. But let's me quickly work around this. Let me go back and see if I'll get more font that will fit that for me. Okay, so let me go back and put it on. Okay, I think this one this is too straight, so let me, this one too is not good. Alright, so I will just look for the right one to use. Let me just look for it. Okay, so let me just use the cream cut like that. Okay, then let me position this over here. Then I can then go back to my custom shape, and now let me pick this shape. And now let me change the color to match with that color, and then go back to your shape again. Let me pick the rounded rectangle, and now let's make a shape like this. Okay, now select the two shape like this, and let's center this. Bring this down the shape, make a duplicate of that. I'll move the duplicated one to this end, to the right side. Okay, so I think that is good. Now let's select the three and then Ctrl E to merge them like that. Alright, so we can then bring this down like this. Okay, now let me go back. Let me go back and then copy this. Pick my type tool now, and let me paste that over here. Change the color to white. Now let me change the font to, let me put it on Allegria. Then let me put this on black. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll close this, I'll bring this close. Okay, then let's change the color to this. Okay, and now we can hit on OK. Let me center this. Okay, all right, now let me pick my type tool, and then I can type here, thank you. Let me bring it down like this. All right, so guys, that is the design for us. All right, so that is the design.